Hello everyone and good morning. Welcome to this Thursday's tea break. My name is Michael, show manager here at the Clean and Tidy Home Show. And today I am going to be joined by one of our sponsors, and that is SpaceWays Storage, who are our official storage partner at the show. So we're going to be welcoming owner Chris into the call very shortly. There we go, just joining in now. We're in. How is everybody doing today as well? And I'm glad to see the sun shining. Wherever you are, I hope it is shining today because it makes a difference. Oh, it won't be a moment. Just said that they declined, which is not the right thing. Let's see. There we go. Happy Thursday, Kilrock. That would be Nathan, who was on a live with us previously. I'm presuming that's you, Nathan. If it is, give a wave. Okay, won't be a second. Right, I'm just going to invite them into the call instead now. There we go. There we go. Yes, it's me. So everyone say hello to Nathan. Everyone remembers Nathan on the call. There we go, we're in. Hi, Chris. How you doing? You okay?
Michael, how you doing? Very well. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks. Enjoying. Finally, we've got some sunshine.
I know. Sorry about the technical difficulty there. I realised I declined it when you sent the request back.
That's right. I've never had anyone decline before they were coming on, so you can take the lead on that one.
Oh, thanks for having me. No, it's a pleasure to be here.
Perfect. So what I'll do is I'll just do a quick intro for everyone that's watching, if that's okay. So, for anyone that doesn't know who I am, my name is Michael, show manager here at the Clean and Tidy Home Show. And today we are joined with Chris, owner over at SpaceWays, who are our official storage partner for 2023, which is incredibly exciting. So yeah, I'll hand over to yourself if that's okay, just to give a quick intro about who you are.
Yeah, thanks, Michael. And like I said, yeah, thanks for having us. Before I start, I've got to do a shout out to my wife, who I think is listening. She's a big fan of the Clean and Tidy show. So she said next year you can tap her up for the Shine Squad. She would happily be a part of that. So
amazing. What's her name?
Amy Bazen. So yeah, I think
Amy.
Hello.
Anyone that's watching, can everyone do some love hearts for Chris's wife, Amy, who loves the Clean and Tidy Home Show.
So yeah, thanks for having us. And yeah, we are the lot of the Clean and Tidy Show. We are, as I said, yeah, we're SpaceWays. So we are a storage by the box company. We've been kicking around for quite a while, to be honest. The company was actually founded about 10 years ago, but it's now under a bit of a bigger branch. But it was founded as a student storage solution for students who travel over to the UK from abroad and then go home during the summer and don't want to take all of their bags and their books and their cutlery and everything else they collect while they're here to their home countries. And we provided the by the box service to obviously provide them a solution. However, over the years, it has slightly changed as a business, and the message has changed in terms of what we offer to the customers has slightly changed in terms of the solution. So what we're trying to do right now is obviously still entertain our student clients, but also actually offer it as a service all year round to members of the public, which hasn't been a challenge, but it's more the education piece of how the service works and who can use it and what the benefits are. But effectively, it's a by-the-box storage service, and it's very different to your normal self-storage model, where straight away you would think of a lock-up unit which you drive up to with a van, leave your furniture there, and it sits there for years and gathers dust. We like to actually help our customers and manage the storage for them.
Yeah, what I like about yourselves as well, and you've got it on the website, is for, like I said, it's not just that student piece, it's for, people want to declutter their homes more. Again, like we discussed previously, people use their homes differently since COVID. And I think now if you've got, maybe potentially a smaller house, or you're now cohabiting with other people, if you want to declutter some of your stuff, just doing it by the box, and the fact that you come and collect it, you'll deliver it, And I came to your, what was it, a couple of weeks ago now, wasn't it? I came to your warehouse, and it was fascinating, literally fascinating. The buildings were so tall, and you were telling me about the new, so like when the door's shut, it puts some kind of. Could you just explain that? Because I think people will find that quite interesting.
And we always like to say storage is not the sexiest of industries to work in, but when you do come to our facility and see how it operates, it is quite fascinating, because we aren't a storage company, we're a logistics company. Similar to like like Deliveroo, for example. Their job isn't to cook the food. Deliveroo's job is to make sure it gets to you hot and you can eat it. We're the same. And our facility is fascinating, and the logistics that are put in place is amazing. But it's all to make sure that the customer's goods are looked after and secure, and then obviously delivered back to them in one piece. So it's great, and we invite anyone down. So Shine Squad, if you're listening, please, by all means, we're in Guildford in Surrey, so you're welcome at any time.
Nice. Well, maybe we could host a meetup with some of the influencers and the Shine Squad to come down to your premises and see what it's all about. Because
that'd be great.
I think you're right. It's not really a sexy product or sexy service, really. So actually seeing the logistics of what goes into it in the background, and how, you can feel safe and secure knowing that your stuff isn't just going to be stored in, just a barn in a field, which I think traditionally a lot of people might think would have been the case. And I can assure anyone that's watching that isn't the case. It's really sort of, not overwhelming being the word, but it's just so big, and so everything is so orderly, and there's just the system going on, which is just fascinating. So great.
We're very proud of where we got to, because we've put a lot of work in, and obviously with processes and things like that. So it's great, but it's all about, like I say, it's all back to the customer to make sure they have a brilliant experience. And we really do believe that, similar to your message, the Clean and Tidy Show, people can live much better lives and have a much better time when they are sort of clutter-free, and our service helps that. So yeah.
Yeah. Somebody in the comments, Dolphay Lifestyle, saying sexy storage, love it. I think you've started something off here.
Put that on. We'll put it on our stand. Yeah.
Love it.
And just watching as well. So now.
all about being real here. All about being real. But you might have noticed, anyone that's watching has been on the website, that SpaceWays have a Clean and Tidy, a special promotion as well. So I think it's worth just mentioning and talking about that, just to see if anybody does need to declutter in their house, then this could be a good option for you to consider. So I think the code, when we pop this on the grid afterwards, it's Clean and Tidy, and just the ampersand, and that gets £10 off your first month in storage, if that's right.
Yes, correct. Yeah, so off the first order, £10.
And how does it work? How does that process work? So if somebody was to say, actually, I've got some boxes of storage, how do I go about? What's the process? What happens?
So I'll use an example of a scenario. So say if you've got a newborn child, and they're now at an age where they're sort of 3, 4, like mine is, and you've got a garage full of old baby clothes and baby toys, like I did, and you want to put them away in storage for your obviously next arrival, then instead of obviously putting in your garage and, like I said, gathering dust, things like that, you simply go on the website, order how many boxes that you need. We'll deliver as many boxes to you as you want, and then you fill them up with everything that you obviously put in. You can take photos of the boxes, you can do an inventory, so a box of bottles, box of toys, things like that, and then we'll collect them from you and then transport them back to the warehouse. And once they're in storage, that's the best bit. Everything is online, you can manage it. So if you have a new arrival and you want to go order the clothes back to go through them and see what you've got, then you can just select that and we'll deliver it back. So it's all about convenience. It's all about providing, the best possible experience for customers, unlike, the traditional self-storage model that we feel. And you get your garage back, or your spare room back, or your loft you can actually use. So yeah.
Yeah, I think that's really important, because it's all about making your homework better for you. And actually, if you've got rooms that potentially have got winter clothing in, for example, that you're not going to touch them for several months or 6 months, whatever it is, actually free up that space, because your service is surprisingly not expensive. I think, especially if you're going to use a discount code for the first month, I think it's quite a cheap alternative way of getting your home having that extra space and giving you that freedom back. So I noticed as well, I went through your FAQs on the website as well yesterday and saw that obviously you don't charge for your boxes, which I think is great. I think that's another really good, because I think there we are, someone's commented now saying what are approximate costs for this. So with costings, I think the best thing is you do it by the box, don't you? So if you could explain that, that would be great.
Yeah, so you pay for how many boxes you store with us, and we do encourage people to use our boxes because they're safely designed in terms of the size to not overpack them or fall apart. But the boxes are free. We deliver the boxes for free, and then there's a small collection fee depending on where you are in the UK to actually bring them into storage of around between £11 and £15. And then you'll just pay £8.10 a month, £8.10 per month per box. So even if you wanted to store one box with those winter clothes or your wedding dress that's just taken up space, just to store that, it's £8.10 a month. So it's really affordable compared to like a large space which you wouldn't fully occupy.
Yeah. And if you think about it, that type of costing, I mean that's two cups of coffee on the high street, really. If you think about it like that.
Starbucks, if you go for the Frappuccino, isn't it?
Just the one. But yeah, I think it's just a good alternative that's not expensive, that can help your home work better for you. Do you know what I mean? I just think it's a brilliant idea. And I love the fact that you're our official storage partner for the show as well. So we're going to be doing, a lot of people are going to be seeing a lot more content coming through from between us and SpaceWays. We're going to come up with perhaps some videos, some how-tos, and just hear a little bit more about us. And you've got quite a big presence at the show as well. So you're in a big space right opposite the Ask an Expert feature. So what can we expect to see from you at the show?
There's a lot of ideas floating around our marketing team at the moment, but we are going to potentially try and make the stand like a box. So visually we're hoping it's going to look absolutely brilliant, but there'll obviously be lots of interaction. We do like our shows, like to make them fun, and we like to interact and meet with as many people as possible. We'll have some discounts available, but the best people about the business is our staff. So you'll have lots of smiley, happy faces. Even if you just want to have a chat, come over and chat with us, and we want to talk to as many people as you possibly can. We're really grateful to be there.
Yeah, and I think your type of company genuinely helps people as well. And the reason why I say that, I mean, with the show last year, we had people coming up to us saying, I need help. My home is decluttered, and I'm in a position where, things are going to go in the wrong direction. How do I go about this? What do I do? And actually, SpaceWays is a great solution for a problem like that, because actually a lot of the stuff maybe you're attached to, perhaps, or items you don't want to get rid of for a small cost per month, taking that sort of out of your mindset and giving you your space and freedom back helps people a lot more than what you think it would. So there's lots of comments. Excuse the smiling if people are wondering and not seeing the comments. There's a few comments going backwards and forwards, which are quite funny.
I other kids and dogs. I've just seen that comment, so unfortunately we can't look after them for you. All right.
No, that's fine. There was a comment earlier on that came through from somebody saying that there'll be a lot of people coming to your stand.
Good. Well, we look forward to it.
Yeah. Perfect. So what else is going on? So I know I don't know if we can mention the parent company at all. Anything about that?
Yeah. So the parent company of SpaceWays is Kelly's Storage. We're a family-run business, and we're similar to SpaceWays. We just offer much larger boxes. They're actual storage containers. We deliver them and collect them and bring them back in. The benefit is that they run all of our operations within certain areas, and we're really proud to actually be under them. They're B Corp accredited. They're doing a lot to be a lot more sustainable. They've got an unbelievable reputation in the storage industry. 5-star Googles and things like that. But there's lots of plans that are coming up. So in terms of electrical fleet, what we're doing with our buildings and our staff and things like that, because obviously nowadays sustainability is a talking point, but we have vans every day in and around London, so we are contributing to that, but we're trying to have a positive contribution to it. So yeah.
What I love about that is that you're quite open, even when we have conversations not live, you're quite open to say, we're looking at things like electric vehicles. We've tested and tried them, but instead of just jumping into something for a tick box exercise, you're really sort of delving deep to actually, is this properly sustainable? Does it work for the business? And I think that's quite important. And I think especially with the B Corp status as well, with the parent company, that's, if anybody knows the business, that's really difficult to get the B Corp status. And I think the fact that you've got that is a massive achievement. So well done for everyone over at Kelly's as well, because I think it's great. You don't really see many people within your industry, companies within your industry, should we say, trying to keep up with the times and try to be sustainable and eco moving forward. So I know that a lot of your plans moving forward are quite exciting as well. So I think if anybody wants to follow their journey, obviously give them a follow on Instagram as well, and keep watching for the content and the ideas that are coming out in the coming weeks and months.
Yeah, no, please do. Yeah, thanks, Michael. Yeah, like I said, we're really proud of where we've got to, and yeah, long may it continue.
Amazing. Is your wife still in the background over there? Because I can see you keep looking away.
Oh no, no, she was on the call. I'm in the office, and I've got the classic all around. We've got these open plan offices, so they're all looking at me and watching and laughing. So
it's always the way. Well, shout out to everybody in the office. Perfect. Well, we're coming to the end of the tea break now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this live on the grid afterwards. So all the questions that are coming through, there's quite a few questions that came through that we've not spoke about now. So it would be great to ask them questions, and Chris and the team over at SpaceWays will come back to you. There's a lot of comments coming through saying thanks for reaching out to the Shine Squad, looking forward to meeting you, love supporting local companies, all that kind of thing. So any questions, pop them on the grid, and we will speak to you soon. But thanks for joining me today, Chris. Much appreciated, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you're going to do at the show.
Absolute pleasure. Yeah, thanks, Michael, and we'll catch up soon. All right.
Amazing. Thanks so much. Cheers, Chris.
Bye-bye.
Bye.